we're going to take a look at using our Chromebooks to submit a paper and pencil assignment on Canvas that is a file upload submission. So you want to have whatever document you need to take a picture of with you. And the first thing we're going to do is go down into the bottom right, our launcher, and find the camera app. So if it's not right there for you, you can just go in here and type camera and select your camera app. Chromebook video is not the highest of qualities, so you might want to take your image of the top half of the page and then the bottom half of the page so that you make sure that your image is legible. But if you have larger handwriting and you think you can read it with the whole page being taken a picture of, so if you want the whole page, use the square version of your image, of your picture here. It's going to give you a little bit of less background. So if I want to take a picture of the whole thing, use the square. We can go ahead and take that. But if you want to go ahead and do just the top half and then the bottom half, use just the normal photo setting. So we're going to align the top half of the paper, take our picture, bottom half, take our picture. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we want to check and make sure that these images are legible. You don't want to submit an assignment after doing all that work and your teacher not be able to read it. So go back into your launcher and I'm going to show you where these files live. So you might have a little icon here that says files, but if you don't, just go into your search, type file, and then you want to select that. Okay, so once you're in here, you're going to go to My Files and Downloads, and that's where all of these images are going to be. So you want to open up your images and make sure that they are legible before you upload them into Canvas. So if I'm looking at this, there's a lot of blurry text, so it might not be the best image to upload, but that's also very small text. And if I look at one of the other images I took, it's much easier to read this way. So I'm going to use the two images, the top half and the bottom half of the page, to upload into Canvas. One thing to note is I suggest not renaming your files, but if you really must, do not delete your file extensions. When you go to rename, it highlights the first portion and it leaves the .jpg alone. Do not delete that, or Canvas will not recognize this as a JPG file. And that goes for any other file extension, whether it's .jpeg, whatever, .pdf, whatever file extension is there, don't delete it. So I can rename this as, say, homework 1, or just leave the name. You're uploading it into a named assignment, so you don't really need to rename it. So we have our files, they're legible, we're ready to go. Let's go to Canvas. I'm going to select my assignment. Okay, so we're going to click the blue Submit Assignment, and it's going to come down here and it's going to give you an option to choose a file. Alternatively, you could upload a Google Doc, anything from your Google Drive. So if it's stored in Google Drive, that's fine too. So I'm going to pick Choose File, and it's going to open that same file explorer that we had before. Downloads, I'm going to select my first file, and I'm going to select Open. That's not the only one I need, so I'm going to add another file, select File, and I'm going to select the second file. Okay, and Open. Once I have everything in here, I can go ahead and select Submit Assignment. And your assignment is submitted. If you made corrections to an assignment or you submitted it incorrectly and you need to resubmit it, you can just go back to that blue button, hit Resubmit, go through the process again to submit a new